Hey you guys, I'm here today to share with you a project using the romance novel paper by Prima. I just got the paper, I think Tuesday or Wednesday, and I immediately just started working with it. This paper is incredible, y'all. I already created two projects with them. One of them is altered canvas, and I'm going to do a start to finish tutorial, process video on that one. So I'll try to get that one out in a couple of days. But this is the altered box that I created. I got the box at Hobby Lobby in the unfinished wood section. I don't think I painted the bottom yet, so you can just see it's just like that unfinished wood. Really pretty. The whole top of it is this, minus the little edges. It's this wiry. You can see it better on the inside. Hold on. Like that right there. So really cool. I really like this box. I didn't intend to cover up so much of that, but that's just how it happened. But this paper is so inspiring, y'all. I did a lot of mixed media on here and distressing and just want it to look really old and vintage. I guess we'll start here on the top. I took a couple of layers of the paper. It's hard to tell because so much got covered up, but this is like the brown one. Hopefully I can find it right here real quick, y'all. Let's see here. Okay, it looks like this. So I put this one all the way around the border of the box lid, and then I went in with the black ABC paper and just tore it smaller and then distressed the edges really good. So you can see it's like coming up off of it all the way around, and of course it got covered up on that side. But I did that, and then up here I used my brick mask from the Crafter's Workshop and just used gesso to create a lot of texture and a bricked effect. And all the papers are super distressed. You can see along the edges. I really took my time distressing that with my Tim Holtz distress tool. So that's the basic part of it. And then here I just went to town layering lots and lots of embellishments. The focal point was the hot air balloon that I fussy cut from the paper line. It's one of my favorite elements in there. And I distressed the edges of it all the way around. These are the Melissa Francis wings, and I just did some gesso on top of them and some glimmer misting and just added some extra texture on them. Hopefully it'll show up on camera. This little hand I fussy cut from the paper line as well. And when I fussy cut things, I usually like to go around with black on the edges of them just to make it look more finished. So just have him poking out there. And then you'll see random pieces of this paper right here. It's this from the paper line, this paper. And I just cut all the little squares out and distressed them and randomly placed them coming out. You'll just see them poking out randomly around there. I really love that paper. So I have that there. Another piece there, this really pretty black lace from Cynthia's store on Etsy. It's a thing for bling. You can just see it coming out in a couple of spots. It's hanging out over the knob on the front too. Really beautiful lace. Really, really pretty. This is one of the little Melissa Francis frames there, and I just put like a little postage stamp from the paper line inside the frame. Got some Iron Roses flowers. Everything has been inked and gessoed on top of it just to add some more texture. This is a Prima flower, of course, that I gessoed over. And then you can barely see the little wheel, but here's a penny farthing charm. And it's a metal charm that I got from D. And a lot of it got covered up, but I did like some painting on top of it, and it was like a brass color, so it turned out really pretty. So I'll put that there. Another Iron Roses flower, another huge Iron Roses flower. This is one of my favorites, and it is one of the R77-15s, excuse me y'all, and I inked it up with black and put that one there. A little baby piece of a wooden clock, one of the Prima clocks coming out back there. You can barely see it unless you tilt it that way. Another Iron Roses flower. This is the R40, and I went over it with white gesso as well. This is a piece of the Prima spray, the scroll vine. Really love this one. I've had it for a while and I've been cutting into it lately, and it lasted me quite a while. I really love this spray. Super pretty, and I just gessoed on it too to add some extra texture and dimension. And then, let's see, I think that's it. Just another Prima flower there, and like I said, the lace coming out. I cut this out from the paper line as well, and it says Unforgettable, and I just distressed it and then made it into like a banner. And it's really dimensional coming off of it, as you can see. And then another piece of that one paper I showed you a minute ago coming out back there. So that is the top of it. There's a lot going on, but I really like it. I just couldn't stop embellishing. This paper is so incredibly pretty. Around the lid, I did the same black with the fonts all the way around it. That's one of my favorites from the collection. And I put this lace all the way around, and this is from Cynthia's store as well, A Thing for Bling. Her laces are gorgeous, y'all. Really, really pretty. And I'm going to put a link to her store down below. And then I just went over everything with gesso again, and you can see just how distressed I did everything. I mean, it took me like a few minutes on each piece, just distressing each individual strip because I really want it to look old. So you can see the lace going all the way around on the back side as well. And then here on the front, this is one of my favorite sheets from the paper line. I cut some of it out and put this chicken wiry stuff coming out of it. And I got this, I know I saw this on Facebook somewhere, somebody had done it, and I'm sorry that I can't remember where, but it was a really neat idea. So I added that there and then over there, and I put the one, this paper right here behind it again. So I did that, just went over it with some gesso in a couple of spots, as you can see. And then I did my brick mask over here as well. I'm really obsessed with that thing. I just did a couple of layers of gesso and then heated it up until it bubbled. Hopefully my camera will focus. And you can see just how textured it is. It's really cool. So I like that a lot. Everything distressed really well. This is a knob that I had from my stash, and I did not want to use this thing. I was like, this is unique, one of a kind. I'll never get another one of these. And then literally the next day, my friend Linda sent me a ton of hardware and sent me almost, I mean, the shape is exactly the same, the coloring wasn't, but an exact replica of this knob. So I was like, man, that's like perfect karma coming back to me for finally using that thing that I'd had for a while. So really pretty knob. I did lots of Tim Holtz Black Soot Distress embossing powder on it, and gesso and different sprays. Hopefully it'll come across on camera on the back side as well. So put that there and just have the lace coming down over it. So that's pretty much it for the front side. On this side, I layered 2 pieces of paper and just curled this one back. I really like that sheet back there. And one of my favorite things about this paper are the typewriters throughout. I really love all the typewriters. Again, you can see all the distress work. But yeah, the imagery on this, Marion Smith did a superb job, y'all, because I thought after Prima Almanac that, you know, I wouldn't like another paper line again so much, and this one is like, oh, it's amazing. This one's really pretty with the rose over here, and I just put some gesso on it as well, and then curled back the bottom part on this side. So both the sides have, you know, a little detail of the edge pulled back. And then the back of it. And it's just the one sheet of paper from the front, really distressed up. And I did more masking with my Crafters Workshop mask on the back of it as well. Stop it! And I just made it bubble up. So really, really pretty. And all the laces and stuff I got, which I think I only used 2 or 3, they're all from Cynthia's Etsy store, and I will put a link to that down below. And this paper is gorgeous, y'all. Kathy at Discount Paper Crafts, she has everything in stock right now. I mean, this Prima stuff is just going, and this is gorgeous, y'all. And like I said, I have another project coming up, and I will share it with y'all. Oh, the inside, y'all, I will show you this. I just gessoed it. I wanted to leave some of the wood grain showing, so I just lightly gessoed it all the way around. So thank you. And there's my kitty cat. She wants to show you something. What's this, Coquette? It's my kitty's paw. Okay, say hi, Coquette. Alright, y'all. Thank you for watching. Bye.